You see, Nigerians, they are quiet people. They can adapt to every situation. That's why you are doing this. First, we started with transaction. Every transaction above 10,000 naira, you withdraw a certain amount from that account. As if that is not enough. Now you want to impose taxes on every Nigerian for just being a Nigerian, including those that you've not done anything for. Especially people like us that will provide everything for ourselves. You want to impose taxes on us. Well, let's watch and see the end of this. Because I know say this one, it's not going to end well. This one, so this tax law, so this new tax law not going to end well. It's not going to end well. Nigerians require to, why they are quiet is because it has not started affecting them. People where they are abroad, we say they work their money for abroad for that side. You see they collect tax from their hand. People, you know, they do anything for this government has only benefited you, your family, and your cabinet members. You want to continue to impose taxes on Nigerians. Take time now, when they collect 15, I don't never reach you now. You want to impose taxes on every Nigerian. We want to pay money they give you for nothing. For nothing. For being a Nigerian, when they pay taxes they give you. Don't worry. This tax law so that will cause the whole wahala. And when it go happen, nobody will come for inside this country. All of us will be trapped here. All of us will face and well. You just wake up, you want to keep taxing Nigerians for nothing. And you are still borrowing money. You are borrowing money and you are taxing Nigerians at the same time. You will borrow money from different countries. You will still be taxing Nigerians on top. What are you doing with all the money? In the same country that we don't have constant electricity, no good road, no good hospital. If now one day we will go there for abroad, you cannot even create a good hospital for this country. Say, okay, maybe the hospital will be for only una. Say anything happen, I will still inside this country treat myself. If not they happen, una will go abroad, una will go treat myself. Sometimes I will die for that side of from that side carry una come back. Continue to destroy the country. Continue to rule it the way you like. But they see president before, he reach your turn, talk to another thing. And they see senior president before, he reach about the 20. Nobody can call you to order. Nobody is telling you that this thing that you are doing is not right. Not at this time. The hardship in this country is enough already.
You want the shop now for where you know so. For country where APC, you no give the youth job. You want the shop from that place right now. Just to enrich yourself and enrich your family. Mr. President, how many of your children no get job? How many of your children they pass you a lot, they face this poverty problem for this country? You want to use tax right now with your APC members, your occultic member called APC people and PDP that is destroying Nigeria. You want to take tax now next year from the market women, from the poor people, the poor wretched Nigeria will be saying APC and PDP don't frustrate their life for the past years. Two occultic party we have in Nigeria that cannot fight bandits, Boko Haram. Now they take tax now for the promises, politicians. What in Nigeria do now? What in Nigeria do now? Una want just reduce the poor, let them die. Nothing keep poor man reach poverty. So this is the life of the back man. Keke na pay. Businessmen right now self. See their life today. Business is not moving fine. People are struggling. They suffer. But una children, una wife, una relative, they enjoy the country. Drive bulletproof car, use good phone, shop rice and chicken. While the poor men children, some people go thief, do fraud, do ashawo, prostitution everywhere. Travel to Ghana, Africa, so many places to fight for their life. But see it, you put up to yourself to take task with their hand. For country where be say evil road you not fit do. Country where be say so many federal road no good. Tinubu, what in Nigeria do now? Let Nigeria go feel. Una be pharaoh of Nigeria. Message to Nigeria youth. Believe me or not, living in Nigeria is already a death warrant. It's already life imprisonment in this country right now. Believe me, Jonah Chop no go come, he no go come. If Jesus Christ he promised us no come. Since how many years now? My papa don't hear him, mama don't hear him, people don't hear him, so they will die go safe. So if Chop no come, no normal thing. Anybody can fail and personate. But one thing's for sure, Nigeria youth, it's our time we stand as one. We stand as courtists also to make sure we drive these APC people out of power. APC coming to Nigeria to destroy our life. You want to take tasks where you don't give the you job. You want to take tasks where you don't provide job for the country. See your children today, Tinubu and the rest of them. They for abroad, living good life. Even they buy house, enjoy their life. Now that God promise good sleep for. Nigeria no good hospital. When I get small sickness, when I fly go abroad. Insecurity A1, bad road A1. Nigeria don't get light A1. Everything will they suffer. Even the white people now are not using us for business. China they produce generator now self. Oh God, make sure we drag Tinubu out of Aso Rock the coming up election. You could not come arrest me. A day shall come, we all go test it. We could die one day for the poor Nigeria. You create job? No. You create job? No. With your wicked APC people.
This hits more. What exactly will we do to you? Is it because we abuse you on social media according to what you said? Okay, we are sorry. But just need to ask, what exactly is this tax all about? Because we don't get job. Everything is suffer. No light. I've been burning fuel for the past how many days? We don't have electricity. We don't have good road. Your car, they walk the leg every time because the roads are bad. No good hospitals. We don't have water. Like, we don't have nothing. And these people have the infantry that they want to tax us more. See, I don't think this tax is going to work because Nigerians, we need to resist this thing because what exactly are you taxing us for? I suffer my way, gather money, and set up a business. You want to tax me for the suffer? Why set up a business for myself? Like, we do practically everything for ourselves. All you want to, like President Tinubu want to tax us and carry the money and give to senators and House of Assembly members because they are the one that is eating Nigerians' money allegedly. Like, why? Now, there is a scandal in the National Assembly the other day that what they passed, what they brought to the National Assembly and what the presidency are, that is a two different thing. Like, this government is just filled with scandal, different scandals allegedly. So what exactly is going on? For me, I think the people who ran president, they not just like us, the young people, because like, why? And in all of this, now the poor people will suffer. So we need to put our feet down and tell the presidency, Augusta, the president, with all due respect, sir, this your tax, whatever. I don't even see, because the more they explain this whole tax issue, the more it gets you angry. Because your government is doing nothing for you. Even security, you provide security for yourself, but they want to tax you. President Tinubu, we are not going to pay this tax. With all due respect, sir. The Nigerian youth, we are not prepared. Like, this tax needs to be on hold. Let's understand what exactly is going on. What are you taxing us for? Like, as high as 20%. Like, why? You want to pay tax like the Americans when we have nothing like the Americans? It's not going to work, sir. With all due respect, sir, President Tinubu, sir.
Welcome back to the channel. So a lot of Nigerians feels that this revelation is a serious slap on their face, because if a House of Rep member can openly say that the gazetted tax policy is not the same version which was passed by the National Assembly, then something is clearly wrong. This is not a small error. It is a very deep betrayal of public trust, and this means that Nigerians are being governed by documents that lawmakers themselves, they don't fully approve in their final form, and that's dangerous for democracy. The National Assembly, they have a duty which is to protect the people, and they are not even there to confuse them. So if lawmakers pass one version of a tax policy and another version was gazetted, then the assembly has failed in its most basic responsibility. It's either they were careless, weak, or deliberately silent while changes were made behind closed doors. And none of these options is as acceptable to anybody, because they do not allow, or let me just say that Nigerians do not even elect lawmakers to rubber stamp policies and later claim ignorance when problems arise. And the excuse of that is not what we pass is actually a shameful one, and it's also insulting to citizens who are already struggling. This whole thing this whole tax policy being altered just exposes how disconnected the National Assembly is from the people. Taxes affect everyone here, especially the poor and middle class. Altering a tax policy without without transparency shows total disregard for how Nigerians survive daily. And when these people allow such manipulation, they prove that they are more loyal to party interests than to the people that voted them into the office. The assembly looks like, or let me say, it looks less like a people's parliament and more like a weak extension of the executive. Now, the APC government has a very serious question to answer, because if it's a government that truly cares about the masses, they will not allow confusion around a very sensitive issue like taxation. And instead of being clear and honest, this administration, they have shown that they prefer secrecy because nobody has come out to say anything. Because if the gazetted version is different, who changed it? Who approved the changes? And why were Nigerians not informed? So silence from the APC government, it only confirms what many people believe, which is the masses are not a priority. And at a time when inflation is just going up and is high, we all know how food prices are increasing every day, is going up, wages remain poor, any tax policy must be handled with care. But it's obvious that the government seems more interested in squeezing the people than listening to them. Policies are drafted, changed and enforced without proper explanation, while ordinary Nigerians, they are expected to adjust and suffer quietly, and this is not nice. And what even makes this whole thing annoying is that APC campaigned on change and accountability, yet this tax policy drama just shows the same old habits Nigerians complain about for years. The ruling party cannot even keep blaming the past while repeating the same actions. And when these whole things are being altered without transparency, it's just very annoying, and Nigerians have every right to be angry. Because if the country functions properly, we will not be going through all these things. Well, what's your take on this? Please do let me know what you think in the comment section. And if today is the first time joining my channel, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
I want to ask this House of Rep and Senate this question. When you guys were singing on your mandate we shall stand to the president, what do you mean by that? You meant that you have forgot your rules as guardians to our laws and constitution, to be dancing and romancing with the executive that you are supposed to be checkmating. So now we have an executive that can change the laws that you sign, because instead of you to hold them accountable, all you do is stamp anything they say and on your mandate sharp. Now they have rubbished your office and rubbished the institution of our lawmakers, and they can now give you anything and you sign anything and change it. This is the consequence of the decision you guys made in your chambers, and it's so shameful and sad. There's a reason why there are division of governments, why there's the judiciary checkmating the legislator and the presidency, why there's a legislation checking the presidency. But you guys have played with your role, and you have played with Nigerians that have entrusted you to safeguard this country with the law, to checkmate the presidency. That's why we are in this mess. Nigerians should make sure that 80% of these senators serving in this Senate especially, they don't deserve to go back. This government have proven that everything they do is from the back door. They actually got into power following through the back door. So what do we expect? They got into power by offering the IRF, announcing the result at 4 a.m. through the back door, and that's why all their actions have been showing their weak character.
And my people, this matter is not small at all. He basically said something very simple but extremely dangerous. The tax laws we passed in the National Assembly are not the same laws the government gazetted and published. Now, let me break this down, in simple English so that everybody can understand. So, when lawmakers finish agreeing on a law, the exact version they voted on is supposed to be published officially, word for word, in a government document called the Gazette. Now, that Gazette is what becomes the real law. It's what businesses follow. It's what FIRS, uses to collect tax. It's what the courts, use to judge cases. But according to Honorable Dasuki, what the government printed as the official law is not the same as what they debated and approved. In simple terms, it's like you agreed to pay 5,000 naira rent increase. But when the landlord gives you the official paper, you now see 20,000 naira. Same house, same agreement, but completely different paper. That's what, exactly happened here. But on a national scale, affecting over 200 million people. And Dasuki didn't speak like a man guessing. He said it boldly. I was in the chamber. I know what we passed. The version circulating now is completely different. Now, that is not just government confusion. That is not a typing mistake. That is not maybe the clerk misunderstood. That is a constitutional breach, meaning the very process of making the law is compromised. And trust me, when the process is wrong, the law itself becomes shaky. Now, here is why this affects the common man like you and me. These tax laws are supposed to start affecting your businesses, your shops, your salaries, your POS charges, your small hustles, and even the price of goods next year. Now, imagine paying tax based on a law nobody approved. Imagine the government enforcing rules that nobody agreed on. That is how mistrust grows. That's how a country loses its balance. That's how ordinary people suffer without even knowing what hits them. And the funniest or saddest part is it was Honorable Dasuki who had to stand up and tell Nigerians something doesn't add up here. The speaker has acknowledged it, meaning this is not rumor. It will be investigated. But let's be honest, Nigeria is already struggling with trust issues. People don't trust the system. And when things like this happens, it only confirms their fears that decisions are being made behind closed doors, that laws can be changed after voting, that the people's voice can be bypassed. And when the government keeps asking Nigerians to have faith, pay your taxes, the reform will help you. How do people believe anything when the very law paper itself is questionable? Let me end with this. When lawmakers start saying, what we passed is not what was published, it means something deeper. Somebody, somewhere, took the will of Nigerian people and altered it. That is not just politics. That is not just bad governance. That is betrayal. And if we want a country that works, a country where laws are trusted, taxes are clear, and leadership is accountable, then this issue must not die quickly like every other story. Because governance is not magic. Nation building is not vibes. It starts with something very simple. Let the law be exactly what was agreed. Nothing added, nothing hidden, and nothing manipulated. That's the least Nigerians deserve. This is Mr. Abdul Riaz.
This is Agbo Miyaki. This message, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, now you get them. Okay? You put law, you say you want to pass a law, make we dey pay tax or whatever the case may be. No problem, Nigerians say, okay, they go manage them. Normally, in a civilized country, it is after a government have done good before they will say, okay, make they put law, make people they pay tax for that thing the government they do for them. But nothing you have done in this country that is good for the citizens. Nothing. I, as a citizen, I never benefit anything from you. Electricity is zero, healthcare is zero, education is zero in your government, fuel, everything, zero, transportation, zero, okay, food stuff, zero, inflation of the highest order in your government, but yet you say you actually put law, more we say they pay tax, everybody say, okay, we go manage, we go pay, you understand, we go be around. Then now, after that law has been gazetted, that bill has been gazetted by the Senate, You don't even sign them. Then all of a sudden now, they go to change them. You are altering that same law. Now they have given tax authority the tax authority the power made them arrest people instead of investigating as it is in the law before that was passed. Then also now they don't remove courts come up for inside. Normally before government will take money from your hand, or as the case may be, they will get court order. Now they have given the tax authority and agents or ultimatum or power for them to freeze or take money from your account automatically without a court order. Number 3, they have reduced the threshold from the initial one which was passed by the Senate from individuals 50 million, companies 250 million to now individual 25 million and companies 100 million. This is to say many people go fall under this category. Make them for collect more money for people and how they do. Then see the one we cover the pay me pass. They say they go to collect 20%, meaning if you want carry government go court for any tax matter where they carry God give you, say you go first pay 20% of that money first, give court before you go say you want to go carry that matter go court go judge. Tinubu, see, not push Nigerians though. Don't push Nigerians, Tinubu. I'm advising you, don't push us. Don't test Nigerians results.